Hi, this is Jimmy from CreateUp, and I just wanted to go over some of the updates to Apollo's platform. So if you've been using Apollo for a while, you probably noticed that it looks a bit different now. So I wanted to go over what's new specifically for Apollo's prospecting. I don't think there will be enough time to go into every single thing that Apollo does, but let's just cover what's new in prospecting. And starting from the homepage, actually, when you log into your Apollo account, your homepage looks a lot different than it used to. And now we have actually homepage layouts. So this is the layout that I made that really works for me. So every time I log into Apollo, I can see my email stats, and I have my main work email connected to Apollo, so it keeps track of like what's going on with my emails. Then I have my tasks. So this is from a test campaign from LinkedIn, some overdue tasks. So I'll get to them, I guess, after the video. And after the tasks, I have recommended prospects. And I think this is actually my favorite thing that is added, because it really, you have no excuse not to work on prospecting and not to engage with potential clients and customers, because you don't need to do a search, you don't need to go and create filters. If you set up your Apollo correctly, every time you log in, you'll just be greeted with prospects that might be a good fit for your company. Obviously, you can review them and visit the company page and then visit their LinkedIn and website. But just the fact that once you log in, you get a list of companies that are a good fit or excellent fit for your business. It's really, really great. And you just can access the email or just click here and go to their LinkedIn. So it makes the whole process really, really smooth. And let's talk about the layouts for the homepage. So as I said, this is a custom one that I made. And if you didn't change anything, you probably will see something like this, where you have your emails at the top and your recent conversations, and then your tasks, then your recommended prospects. And after that, you have your email funnel and leaderboards, which is really great for teams that use Apollo together. Um, so let's go back to my layout, and I'll show you how to create a new one. So if you click on edit layout, the first thing you can do is drag down or up, depending like where you want to put things, in which order, or you can just add new widgets from here. So it's either you can do the replies, pending deals, you have some summary about the calls, you have reporting widgets, leaderboards for teams, and then the grayed out ones are already in my layout. So let's just say, for example, I want to add call stats. So I'll just drag it right here and then save as a new layout. And I will just call this brand new layout. So now I have a brand new layout and my call stats are right there, which I have 0 and it's not that great. And I probably should be doing some more calling. And while we're on the topic of calling, actually now on the left side here, we have this little button here, which will give you access to your Apollo phone number, and you're immediately able to place the call from here. And then there's this quick search function. So for the quick search, you can just click here and look up a company. So let's just say you want to look up Google, just type Google and you will be able to find them. Or if you use a keyboard shortcut, I can do just Command K and then look up a specific person. So let's just say I want to look for Elon, and yeah, there you go, CEO at Tesla. So it's pretty easy to access and just can speed up your workflow if you know exactly what you want to look for. And then let's move to the prospecting and enrichment. So in the people tab, basically you have your people search. Looks pretty much the same as it used to. There are some smaller changes. So you can actually, so let me start by clearing all filters so we can make a new one. So I'll do verified emails, and I'm gonna look for I don't know, let's say directors in the sales department. So I have about 400K of those prospects. So let's just say, for example, this is the search I want. Now, if I want to add some more filters, you just click on more filters and you get them here. So they can be based on the person, company, engagement, or the source of the leads. So let's say I want to add, I don't know, their time zone, and it's going to show up here. Now the cool thing is you can drag things around and make sure that they are wherever you want them, and kind of keep your filters exactly how you're used to using them. So when you're done setting them up, just click apply filters, and that's going to be saved. So now let's move on to the table itself of the contacts. So the table right here, you have your columns like your company name, job title, emails, phone numbers, all the good stuff. And you can add new columns by clicking here. So either you want to add a column that is linked to the person or linked to the company. So don't forget those are kind of separate. So let's say I want to add company, city to my table. So I just click here and then I can close it. And now if I go all the way to the right, you'll see I have the company city right here. So you can do this from the search settings. So you have all the fields that are currently showing on your table. Of course, you can drag them around to rearrange or add fields here, as we said, based on the person or company. Then you can sort your table based on the columns. You can save your search, save it as a new search, and your saved searches appear right here. Now, the major thing that got released are actually the power-ups. So let's do a quick demo of power-ups. So in power-ups, you can either run and with your custom AI prompt, or you can do a template that is already there made by the team at Apollo. So for example, let's take a template and we can grab some simple ones. So yeah, I guess this is gonna be pretty good for the example. Basically, this one is gonna check if the company is a B2B or B2C. This is their prompt here. And if you want to write some custom prompts, you most likely want to first check out how to prompt the guide from Apollo, so that you know like how to do that correctly, so you don't end up spending and wasting your credits for nothing. And before you actually run anything, you can actually preview the results. So let's run a preview. And it's going to take a minute to generate, but it's a great thing to preview before you commit to actually spending your credits. So here we have output that this one is B2C, B2B. And just for the sake of this example, let's save and run on the first 10 rows. So we don't end up spending a lot of my credits. Now this should go away, and if we go over to the right side, you will see the last column here is called assign B2B or B2C, and it basically is giving me results. So AI is analyzing the info about the company and basically is giving me results, which is great. Now I can know which are B2B companies, and that might be a better fit for me instead of B2C. And then if we want to run the custom AI prompts, we would need to write our prompts here and choose a model. So you have the search engine, which has access to the web and it can browse websites. You have the text generator, which doesn't have web access, but it works, categorizes, summarizes things that are already there in your table. And then you have the copywriter, which is great for writing emails and generating emails for this specific prospect that you might want to use in your campaigns. And we do have some field settings. And if we create a field, it can be the global field or private field that is only visible to me, or you can make it global that is going to be visible to your entire team. So yeah, definitely try out the power-ups, and I'm using them. I'm using them right now for prospecting every day, just kind of getting familiar with it. Um, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to see like how many of these templates we end up with, because we started with just a few of them, and I guess as more and more users start to write them, then we will have a massive library, and it's just gonna speed up the prospecting for everyone. Now let's go to the companies tab, uh, which is pretty much similar to the people tab. Now you just have access to some different filters, and obviously the table that you're creating here doesn't have any people info, it only has the company info. So the same thing like with the people search, you can add your filters here on more filters. You can save your company searches and create lists from here. You can also run AI power-ups. So I did run some AI power-ups for this example. So I looked at company news for these companies. So you can see here, this one has a few articles that it was able to find. So it will actually list you the references here. And I think there was one that had actually a lot of them. Yeah, so this one has 3. But it's really good to have these company news. Basically, you can do this at scale. So this is a small one. I only did the first 10. But imagine if you have, I don't know, 400 or 500 companies in your list, and you can just look up the news for all of them and use that data later on with the power-ups to create a custom messaging and create everything inside of Apollo without having to leave the platform or call on APIs from your GPT and that kind of stuff. I love the fact that Apollo is trying to bring everything into the platform, so we don't need to switch back and forth between different tools. Obviously, you can import CSVs here or single accounts. You have the same things going on with the search settings, with the sorting. So I'm not going to go too much into that, but the last thing we need to cover is the lists. So let's say I want to save on this page the 25 results that I see. So I can just click apply, select them, and then add them to a new list. And I will just call this brand new company list. So now the list is being created. It will show up under the list tab. And inside of the list tab, you have either your people list or companies list. So this one is a companies list. So here you can see brand new company list. Pretty simple. And now I can access the accounts that I saved here. 25 of them should be on my list. Yeah, here they are. And the last thing is the data enrichment. So as you're using Apollo and you're saving data to your account and you're creating new lists and searches and you're saving all of this data, sometimes after a few months, data needs to be updated. So you can see here if you need to update the data and how much in terms of percentages is your data outdated. So I have a lot of emails that I saved, obviously, on this account. So more than 119,000 emails. And these are contacts that have emails, and then the ones that need to be enriched or they're missing emails, I have around 20K of those, and then some that have unknown data. So how you can run these enrichments is pretty cool, that you can schedule them or you can do it in real time. So if you want to schedule enrichments, you can run them periodically, like every week, every month, and so on. I'm not going to get too much into the enrichment because it really depends on your use case. But yeah, really cool features that Apollo is dropping. And maybe in some upcoming videos, I can go over other things as well. But that's it for the prospecting. And great job, team at Apollo, for rolling out all of these new features.